Things Mr. Welch can no longer do in Star Wars. I am not allowed to base any droid off any character played by Joe Pesci. I am not allowed to convince the entire party to play R2 units. They do not make Nair and Wookiee sizes. Not allowed to blow up the Death Star before that snotty farm kid gets his shot. I am not allowed to do anything I saw Han Solo do once. Not allowed to see if Jedi can parry a shotgun blast with their lightsaber. No, I do not get XP for every single crewman on that Star Destroyer. My droid is not allowed to paraphrase any Jack Nicholson soliloquy. At no point can I justify spending force points on a seduction check. My character is not related in any way to Boba Fett. This goes double for Star Wars characters. I am not allowed to do anything that would make a Sith Lord cry. Cannot use the Jedi mind trick to get out of a speeding ticket. Not allowed to attempt to kill the Hutt by pouring salt on him. I cannot give the Rebel operatives the code names Luke, Han, Chewie, or Yoda. My battle cry is not, "Now young Skywalker, you will die." Cannot put anything featuring Calvin on my starfighter. Sarcasm is wasted on Imperial stormtroopers. Under no circumstances is my medical droid allowed to have a groin-mounted rectal thermometer. Pimp my Death Star is not a real show, and I better believe Grand Moff Tarkin knows this. I can't thwart the Rebel Alliance's attack with a newly invented manhole cover. No offering the old man the farm kid a better rate to Alderaan. AT-ST soccer games are strictly against Imperial Army protocols. Cannot name Boba Fett as a godparent to any of my children. While I'm fixing the X-Wing, the brash pilot is still miffed about the Y-Wing loner. When deciding what to do with the ancient alien artifact we discovered, eBay is not an option. No accidentally cross-wiring the X-Wing's fire control and ejection seat switches. I cannot play a race the GM can't pronounce. Not allowed to trade in my X-Wing for a Gunstar. Adding hydraulics to my R2 unit does not give him an Intimidate bonus. No more crazy Ivans while I'm driving the AT-AT. Not allowed to give any birthday gift to a child that immediately earns me a dark side point. Despite the movie's claims, Wookiees get no racial bonus for chess. No more tricking rookies into putting whoopee cushion on Lord Vader's throne. On second thought, let's not disguise the Wookiees in the Stormtroopers' uniforms. If Australia doesn't exist, I can't use my Australian accent, even if I'm playing a space koala. Note to self, lightsaber chucks. Bad idea. Can't use the Jedi mind trick to convince the Stormtroopers the droids over there are the droids they were looking for. Kangaroos are poor substitutes for Tauntauns. Doesn't matter if I'm just using it to spot weld, Force Lightning still gets me a dark side point. I will not attempt to overdose on Rogaine so I can disguise myself with a Wookiee. If we are Womp Rat hunting, we don't have to dye the Wookiee fluorescent orange. Just because the game left the rules for stun setting grossly unbalanced doesn't mean I have to take advantage of it. I will not tell the rookies they can roll down their Y-Wing's windows. I will not lick the Rodian's antennae and stick him to the wall while he sleeps. Even if given detailed instructions on pages 50 to 51, can't take Cloud City on a joyride. No matter how well I make my bluff check, the Star Destroyer crew isn't going to believe I'm the new captain. It's actually okay to feed the Ewok after midnight. Even if they'd never suspect it, my Jedi can't have a flamethrower. The Death Star does not need a cabin boy. Even if the rules disagree, my character can still drown. No, we can't weld the Star Destroyer's bridge shut. I will only use the module's suggested tactics to stop the ground assault and ignore the squadron of Y-Wings 100 meters away. The Ewoks do not appreciate the giant hamster wheel we put in its quarters. Ingrate. Black & Decker do not make droids either. The very concept of a Hutt lap dancer will earn me a dark side point. I will not program the medical droid for aggressive dentistry. If we can't fit the droid in the freighter, I can't play him. Setting Jawas on fire with a magnifying glass is an automatic dark side point. If I'm playing an alien, I can't have alkaline for blood. I will not use the ventriloquism skill to deliver bad news to the Emperor. Any mention of Life Day gets everybody a dark side point. Can't bluff the Empire at Hoth with just a whole bunch of snowmen. I will stop telling the noob the Star Wars universe celebrates people exploding at the age of 25. No following a minute behind Gold Leader and just shooting down Vader. The astromech appreciates it if we stop using him for ordnance delivery. If the villain performs a kind act, can't blackmail him with it later. Star Destroyers are already baby-proofed. Darth Vader does not need his air filter changed. Star Destroyers don't have help desks. I won't ask how a 9-foot combat monster with no concept of subtlety starts with a +1d in stealth. My rogue trader can't upgrade his ship with an ice rink, duck blind, or vomitarium. Stormtroopers will only fall for the broken comm leak trick so many times. No shooting to Corrin at the start of the adventure, even if it would have immediately solved the last 4 adventures instantly. No hiring Anakin Skywalker some Twi'lek hookers, thus removing his reason to become Vader. Even if my Jedi has a Scottish accent, can't have a plaid lightsaber. Playing a Gamorrean doesn't violate anybody's religion. Nobody's going to buy the disguised Wookiee as a Jawa with a pituitary problem. No wrecking the Millennium Falcon in the prologue. Can't set the Death Star to stun. Even if we crash the opening of the last 8 adventures, still have to name our new starship. The Wookiee isn't allowed anywhere near Conditioner. No flashbacks to the death of the disposable expository NPC at the start of the adventure. Can't just program the probe droid to go to light speed through the Star Destroyer. Torpedo spheres don't just go off on accident. No taunting Darth Maul with the fact Uncle Owen had more lines, more screen time, and a more memorable death. Darth Harmonious is not a real Sith Lord. No matter how many times it's already been retconned, I can't change the story of the origins of the Sith every time we play. Even if it's a friendly pickup game, it's a bad idea to dunk on Vader. If the GM is a woman, can't play a space otter to gain cute points. Can't just target the villain starfighter, even if it's the only one of its type in the battle.